Wow, wow, wow.
Hello from the sunny UAE. We're hitting the road bright and early this morning to check out of our Dubai hotel and make the 1-hour drive to our next stop, the Ritz Carlton Al Hamra beach. The United Arab Emirates is composed of 7 separate emirates or kingdoms. Yesterday we explored Abu Dhabi, the richest emirate, and Dubai, the most populous emirate. Today's destination is not so well known. Ras-Al-Khaimah is the northernmost emirate, and the particular spot we're heading to today is called Al Hamra, which is home to many beach resorts like the Waldorf Astoria, Sofitel, and of course the Ritz Carlton. Upon driving to the reception building, we were immediately greeted with a welcome drink and escorted to check-in.
No, it gave me like, it felt like I was in the Maldives.
Yeah, right? You can feel like a Maldives, right?
Yeah. This is so pretty, man.
Yeah, thank you.
After getting off the boat, we were driven to our villa in a golf buggy.
Welcome to the Ritz Carlton Al Hamra beach. If you look behind me, you might be mistaken for being in the Maldives. And you'll be right, because this resort is colloquially known as the Maldives of the UAE. And this resort is in Ras-Al-Khaimah and only consists of 32 villas. We're still very impressed with what this property offers despite the weather, because that's not in their control. And frankly, I'd rather it be a little windy than be 40 degrees outside. So when you first step in, you're greeted with the bed. It's a 4-poster, which gives you that romantic, idyllic vibe. The staff was super kind and put a beautiful flower arrangement on the table for us. And just in front of it is a TV that hides into its own container, and also swivels. Past the TV is the main living room area. So here you'll have a super long couch and a dining table which you can use to face the TV when you swivel it. And on the far side is your little, mini bar. So you have your coffee machine, water kettle, coffee cups, and coffee and water. This living room is super open. The ceilings are very, very tall with a central light fixture. And there are lots of windows. You have a 270-degree view outside into your own backyard, as well as your pool and your deck. Is the bathroom and closet area. So first thing you'll see is this beautiful double vanity, which is great. There's a large mirror with soft lighting embedded into it with 2 sinks, lots of towels. Ritz Carlton is known for their collaboration with Diptyque, so of course you'll see Diptyque lotion, and as well as some extra towels and drawers. Just behind you, this accent piece is actually 2 double-sized closets. So on this side is your main closet for your garments. So you have hangers and you have a place to put any additional clothes and things like that you may have. Also a mirror. And on this side is where you'll find a bug sweater, your safe, a duvet, slippers, laundry bags, robe, iron, and ironing board. On the right side of vanity and past this door is your main shower, I guess you would say. Your Diptyque shower amenities, your shampoo, conditioner, shower gel, as well as the shower. So here you have a pretty large waterfall shower, as well as a shower wand. And on the right we have this Ritz Carlton branded robe.
Heading outside, you're greeted with a ton of space and amenities. First off, each villa comes with its own outdoor bath and shower. This makes it super convenient to get a rinse after a soak.
Beautiful lounge chairs. So here you can kind of relax, soak in the sun, get a tan, enjoy a drink, watch the sunrise, sunset, whatever you want to do. Just past that is what I would say is the most amazing thing about this villa property. Each villa has its own oversized pool. Additionally, this pool is heated to 29 degrees. So even though it's chilly and windy outside, this will be an amazing soak. On the left side of the pool is your own private outdoor dining room table in case you want to enjoy a meal outside, maybe perhaps eat breakfast outside.
Walking past the deck, you even get your own little garden with lots of foliage and trees, which leads to a cabana with a light and 2 more loungers. This cabana opens up directly to the private beach that all guests can use.
with the sheer amount of personal space given to a base level room, that's the thing that strikes me the most about this property. Not the private pool, not the beach or anything, but this is a base level room, and if you stay here, anyone with any status, you don't need to get an upgrade, you don't need to pay for a suite, and you'll get a room like this or better.
Welcome to another edition of Kelly's Fruit Review. This is a complimentary welcome amenity that the Ritz Carlton Al Hamra Beach gave us when we checked in. I would say that my favorite is the dragon fruit and the watermelon. The pineapple is also amazing. Like, if I did like pineapple, I think this might be my top pick. Everything else is okay, but a little bit underripe. I guess these fruits are not in season. But overall, this was a really nicely arranged little fruit plate. It's quite a generous selection. So thank you, RC. Breakfast was served every morning until 11 a.m. at the Beach Deck restaurant. This is one of the rare Ritz-Carlton hotels that provides free breakfast for Platinum members and above. Not only is there a generous buffet selection of fresh sliced fruit, cheese and cold cuts, lots of gorgeous pastries, and a whole raw honeycomb, but there's also a gigantic a la carte menu where you can order as many dishes as you want. So on the first morning, we tried the avocado smash toast. I would give this a 6 out of 10. The acai bowl is generously topped with lots of sweet fruit and granola topping. I'd give this an 8 out of 10. The brie omelette is made with truffle paste and brie cheese, and it's as luxurious as it sounds. 9 out of 10. Kevin gave the steak and eggs a 9 out of 10 too. He gave the French toast 7 out of 10. It came with date syrup instead of maple syrup, which was a bit of a disappointment to these two Canadians, but it still tasted pretty good. On the second day, we ordered some new things. The Turkish eggs were a 6 out of 10. I was glad I tried it, but I don't think I really like this yogurt and egg combo. Kevin gave the dusted sweet crepes a 7 out of 10. This place knows how to make a good egg, and look at how golden those yolks are. Full mesdames are a Middle Eastern fava bean dish, and for how humble these beans are, they tasted really good. Overall, we love the breakfast here, and we'd give it a 10 out of 10. Good afternoon. It's our second day at the Ritz Carlton Al Hamra Beach, and today we're going to take a tour to the sister Ritz Carlton property, which is Ritz Carlton Al Wadi Desert. It's about a 20-minute drive away, but it's located further inland, and they have different activities. So we're going today to see the falcon show. We're also going to try to get a tour of the property so we can show you what that one looks like. As we're driving closer to Al Wadi, we're definitely noticing a change in the landscape. The sand has shifted into this traditional dune color, like reddish brown. There's a lot of withered looking trees, but overall there's a lot more vegetation than we expected for the desert. Scattered throughout the sand are these little green bushes. Don't know what they are, but yeah.
Once we arrived at Al Wadi Desert, we left the car with our valet and went to the lobby to let them know that we arrived. Before we left, we asked our hotel to let their sister property know to expect us. The reality was anything but. Their reception area was desolate of any staff, and it took a good 10 minutes of us waiting around before we were asked if we were checking in. With that out of the way, once we were greeted by the tour guide, everything went smoothly. He took us through a thorough property tour from all of the dining options, of which there were many, to various activity areas where guests can engage in stargazing, horseback riding, archery, and more. The standouts, of course, were the villas. I would venture to say that the villas at Al Wadi Desert were more impressive than at Al Hamra Beach. The first room type that we toured is the Ras-Al-Khaimah tented villa, which is an upgraded room type at this property. All the villas are super spacious, has one of the nicest bathrooms I've ever seen, and a massive deck and private pool facing the Al Wadi Natural Reserve.
Oh my gosh, this pool is amazing.
I'm told that guests can often spot wild animals out and about from their room. The second room type that we toured was the base level villa known as the Al Rima Villa. This room type feels much less special than the tented villa. Despite that, it's still a ton of space allocated for each guest, has a beautiful bathroom and tall ceilings. These villas also have their own private pool. However, they are much less private than the tented villas. After taking in these gorgeous villas, it was time for the falcon show. We were introduced to an owl, red-tailed hawk, and lastly the almighty falcon. It was such an amazing show, and we were in awe of seeing these birds up close. The only downside is that Al Wadi seems to be popular with families, and we saw lots of kids with their parents at this property. which made it feel less indulgent.
For dinner, we went to the hotel's beach deck restaurant, which specializes in grilling and barbecue. We had very high hopes because we could smell the food cooking from a long way off as we walked along the beach to the restaurant. While we looked at the menu, they started us off with sourdough bread and a really delicious, flavorful butter. We ordered the barbecue seafood platter. This costs $6.50 AED and comes with lobster, prawns, octopus, and local fish. Another thing was that service at this restaurant took forever, which was very different from breakfast. Our waiter was super helpful and welcoming when we first sat down, but then he disappeared as soon as our food arrived. I give our dinner experience a 4 out of 10. We just got back from dinner and housekeeping had already turned down our room and gave us these cute little nighttime gifts, I guess. I accidentally spilled some water on them, so don't mind that. But let's open it up and take a look.
How about a date?
Oh, yeah. This is quite a lot of packaging for one date. Let's give it a try. It's really good. It's got like a strong caramel flavor, which is really nice. A nice luscious texture and really chewy too. All in all, 10 out of 10 date. For dinner the next night, we drove into town to hit up Qasr Al Afghan restaurant. The food here was super tasty and came in huge portions. I got the makbous rice shrimp, and Kevin got the kebab with barkari rice and lamb ribs with fries. We also ordered this giant tandoor bread for just 2 AED, which is crazy.
To wrap up our stay at the Ritz Carlton Al Hamra beach, we really enjoyed the stay from all of the amenities, amazing breakfast, the size of the room, and the lack of family. We paid for the stay using 3 85k free night certificates from my Bombay Brilliant card. We look forward to coming back to Dubai and experiencing the infamous Al Maha resort and see how that stacks up.